many of those refugees who are in Gaza now, they used to live in the villages, in the towns that existed where a lot of these kibbutzim, like Kibbutz Be'eri, that was attacked, very heavily. Kibbutz Zikim, which is just north, and I actually have family in both of these kibbutzim, and I was spent a lot of time there growing up, and so on. These are just beautiful, lovely communities, with green grass and swimming pools, and people kids running freely barefoot all day, and not a worry in the world. And just a few short kilometers away, they've created this massive concentration camp, even before the latest attack. But from the very beginning, it's really what it was. It was a concentration camp for refugees. And I remember growing up and visiting these places and enjoying them very much with my family, and never a word was said about what is going on a few kilometers away. And the fact that those people over there in these camps, these refugees, we're sitting on their land, we're enjoying their land, we're enjoying their water, and it's just unbelievable. And another thing is the kibbutzim, particularly in that part of the country, around Gaza and in the southern part of the country, the Nakab, they enjoy some of the highest standards of living among Israelis, because the Nakab is a very fertile desert. So, and none of this was ever brought up, the fact that these people over there are watching and seeing their land being taken, being cultivated, homes being built, and people living, enjoying really a wonderful, very high standard of living, while the people whose land this is are not even permitted to visit. They're not, if they're lucky, they're permitted to work. And the kibbutzim, as you know, initially they did not hire labor, but later on, many of them, realizing that there's much more profit in hired labor, allowed the Palestinians whose land this was to come and cultivate the land and be there and be the laborers who were paid pittance and then would go back to the refugee camps. And so the hypocrisy of the kibbutzim and the hypocrisy of everything really that is said about Israel from the very beginning is just astounding. It's just really, really astounding. And it comes at a price. The price that we're seeing now, tens of thousands of Palestinians being murdered like this. This is number one, it's not new. And number two, it's just horrifying. This is a heavy price is being paid to allow Israel to pretend that it's this, miracle and so on.